They could have gone with some, let's talk about prequels, we could have gone with some really interesting things with Anakin.
Yeah.
It's funny, I was speaking to another mate of mine about the prequels last night. We were saying how, literally doing the whole, as you said, frustrated screenwriting thing.
Yeah.
How would you fix it? And I said, well, one of the things is in episode 1, and there's a lot of things we can fix about episode 1. We know this.
Yeah.
But
erase it from our memories to fix it.
Well, the bit with the pod race?
Yeah.
I'd have had it where he knows he can smack someone into a wall and kill them. And I just wanted to have it where, no dialogue, you just see a flash across his face. He don't do it, but he thinks about doing it.
His head goes to that place.
And right away, you'd have the groundwork in a complete scene with no dialogue. And you'd go, buy it.
Yeah. The thing is, though, that's one of the main problems with the prequels is that Anakin's played like a moody teenager. When you could have laid really interesting groundwork for him to become the ultimate badass in the galaxy.
Well, I've said to you before, he should have been more damaged. Yeah. I remember reading the pre-release stuff for the prequels, the pre-release hype, and I tried to avoid it because I wanted to go in fresh. But I remember reading one thing and it said, when we discover Anakin, he'll be a slave on Tatooine. And I went, yes.
Yeah.
He's before anything ever happens to him, he's had a bad do.
Yeah.
So
he dealt with shit hands.
Yeah. So he's gonna automatically be. I trust no one. Everything I come across will try either use me or hurt me, and that will be completely the arc for the character.
So, you said you were avoiding press at the time, are you going to be avoiding press for episode 7? Because I think I am going to read nothing.
It's a different world now. I'm not sure you can.
You see, because so far I haven't read anything about it, other than if I've seen a headline, which is unavoidable. You know what I mean? But I haven't gone into any articles because I want to be surprised. I don't give enough of a shit really to want to read it anyway. But I think if I'm going to go see it, I'd like to be surprised. I'm
going to try as much as possible, but much as I love my missus, she's going to tell me.
Yeah.
She's going to read it. She's going to tell me. My wife will be the kind of person. She's done this before. She will wake me up. Tell me like movie gossip.
Yeah.
Honey, I love you, but I'm going to kill you. I was sleeping. But I will try. Here's the thing. Batman vs Superman. Linking in. We're getting new Star Wars movies. I'm excited. I'm not that arsed. I'm getting Batman vs Superman. I'm excited. I'm not that arsed.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way.
It's like, maybe it's just because we're growing and we're outgrowing those particular kind of stuff.
Maybe.
But it's because there's too much product. That was one thing Spielberg did say, just to keep it circular. That's one thing Spielberg did say, and I agree with him. There's too much product. Look at all the movies that came out this summer. Big movies. All vying for people's attention.
Yeah.
A lot of those movies got lost in the shuffle. Yet a movie that won't be a blockbuster, or that isn't a blockbuster, it's coming out in a couple of weeks and will make a ton of money. The Diana movie.
I forgot about that.
You watched that run all the way to the bank.
Well, did you hear about the premiere? Apparently nobody turned up.
What, in terms of press?
Well, in terms of audience and also other celebs, it was all like ex-presenters of Big Brother and stuff that turned up, and no other actors, and there was only about 200 people outside the venue when there's normally, a lot more.
It's been massively mistimed because, frankly, I mean, this is a completely different topic, but I think it's been massively mistimed because people forget, people like the Royals at the minute.
Yeah.
We don't want to have it all raked over as a nation. We've got the pretty princess. I mean, and again, it links into how do you know how the public are going to feel when a movie's been brought out? Look at The Thing. The Thing is just, c'est magnifique. I mean, let's not argue with it. But it came out on the same summer as E.T. and got crucified because people wanted cute alien. They didn't want slabbering, morphing beast in a block of ice.
Yeah. It's funny that, isn't it? Looking back on seeing that was a failure, but it's such a great movie.
But then again, it's the thing with format. It's the whole thing of DVD, VHS saved that movie. And it's a weird thing now. Here's a question. How much, because this is debatable, if a movie does absolutely huge at box office, for example, Man of Steel did enough in 2 days for him to go, Man of Steel 2 or Batman vs Superman, whatever the fuck, it's happening.
Yeah.
Right? Now, there are movies that they'll say, we'll see how it sells on Blu-ray, or DVD, or home video. So, is it all about the box office receipts?
Not necessarily.
No.
Because it's like we were talking about, and this may have even been in an earlier film discussion when we talked about Dread.
Yeah.
And we were saying, like, based on its box office, it's doubtful it'll get a sequel.
Yeah.
But since then, you know, it's coming out on DVD and Blu-ray and whatever digital download. It's got enough interest that they're trying to get a Kickstarter off the ground and stuff. So, box office doesn't mean what it used to, I don't think.
No.
And I think Hollywood need to adjust to that, you know, and they need to. This is why I think that the future would probably be the simultaneous.
Ben Wheatley did. Field in England.
Yeah, and they did it with Mum and Dad as well a few years ago, and release it on. For those of you who don't know, and I imagine you all probably will. It's when they release it on different formats on the same day, so it'll be released in the cinema, it'll go on demand, on video and whatnot. Yeah,
they tried that with Only God Forgives and that didn't work. You know why? Because it's shit.
I still haven't seen it, but I will. I'm the only one that I review on YouTube.
Yeah, that's it. You'll just be there clawing out your eyes and going, Sal was right, he was right, I should have listened.
The thing is, for anybody who hasn't seen it, you reviewed that with Invid Ninja, didn't you?
Yeah, Ollie.
I watched your review. Oh, excuse me. I watched your review and skipped the spoiler bits, obviously. But I do want to see it. The thing is, I'm expecting Valhalla Rising because Valhalla Rising is a 90-minute movie about Vikings hitting each other, and it's boring.
You should be like, this is the greatest film I've ever seen.
I ended up doing the washing up while I was watching it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I need to keep myself in the room, so I need to busy myself because I'm fucking bored.
It's like, either turn off this movie or take up smoking.
It's 90 minutes. You know what I mean? We've sat and talked on camera for longer than that. And, you know, and it was shit. So that's what I'm expecting, really.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. I do enjoy the odd surrealist sort of existential.
Let's see where this goes.
So we'll see. To be honest, I think we're probably good to start wrapping up.
Well, you had an invite, didn't you, for people?
Yes. Basically, what we were thinking, we don't know when we're going to be together next with an opportunity to film. However, between now and then, if in the comment section to this video you want to leave us questions, we were thinking about doing a joint Q&A. What we'll do is if you when you post a question, post either Jack or Sam and say who the question is intended for, or both. If it's a question intended for Sam, I'll read it out and you can answer it. If it's a question intended for me, vice versa, and if it's a question for both of us, we'll just fucking answer it.
I'm gonna get some random stuff, mate. It's like shark versus lion in scuba gear. You know. It's the lion. The lion.
Ghost in the Darkness versus Jaws.
But I'd see that movie.
I would see that. So, post questions and stuff. And I don't know when we'll film the answers, and I don't know when you'll get to see them. But it'll happen eventually. So post the questions, and we'll do a joint Q&A video because that could be a laugh. Just to sort of go to what's going to be happening on my channel, because I've started doing more comic book related stuff, and have joined the YouTube comic book community, which is a group on Facebook of people on YouTube who post. And
I didn't know.
I thought I told you that, but apparently not.
No. You may have, but things have been pretty crazy.
So I've been like sort of talking to a load of guys on there, and it was really cool people. It's gotten me, because I wanted to do more and more comic book videos, and I've been doing I've reviewed. By the time you see this, The Court of Owls by Scott Snyder, Death of a Family by Scott Snyder, the first few issues of Zero, that he's doing for Batman, and you know, that's something I want to carry on, and that is a really sort of convoluted segue into asking you what's coming up on your channel, because you're posting at the moment, and I think I speak on behalf because we share a lot of viewers, has been fairly sporadic. Like, you know, a DVD update here and a movie review there. Like, what?
Shine a fucking light in my face.
What's the plan?
I would like to continue with 100 favourite movies. The reason why that stopped is because basically it's just the list had to be shifted. Because, as I said, I was watching movies and someone like, why the hell didn't I place this higher? And weirdly enough, because tastes do change.
Yeah, of course
there were films I saw and I went, actually, I'm not even sure I'd keep this in my collection anymore. I mean, there are only a couple. So yeah, I'm going to have a look at the list and keep that going. Stephen King Chronicles, the reason why that hasn't carried on going is I have a limited time, and basically my job, more was required of me, and I basically just physically didn't have time to do it. You're going to get lots of updates and things. I'm going to be doing, when it comes out, just a random thing, I'm going to be looking at the Friday the 13th big box.
I'll tune in for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'll watch all your videos anyway.
I watch all of yours.
Well, masturbating furiously, screaming my name.
I'll go on, Quinn.
Shit, what was I going to say? But yeah, no, going back to comic books though, because I wanted to ask you, so I wanted to put you on the spot on camera, because you have an encyclopedia-like knowledge of comic books and comic book storylines and continuities and stuff. Have you not thought, because you and I have spoken, you know, about the Batman books and stuff, and I know that you're planning on reading them and stuff. Have you not thought about moving into doing more comic book related videos?
I would, but this is it. Basically, of the budget I have for entertainment, I would have, and I'm seriously about doing this, is buying less movies. Because the thing is, me and you have said, I mean, comic books, they're great, but they're an expensive fucking hobby, man. They're a harsh mistress. But I am thinking of doing that because I am liking the Scott Snyder stuff. But what I'll probably do is, where you're picking up the individual issues, I'm probably going to pick up the trades. And do it that way, because also they physically take up a bit less space.
That's true.
So there is that. But I am looking to get into more comic books. I am trying to get a bit of traction going up on the videos, and I'm going to try my best to be more productive.
Well, what we'll do, we're going to put a link to Sam's video in the description. In the bollocks bar. Down here. So if you haven't already, go over to Sam's channel and subscribe, because you are literally, you know, I tune in for every single one of your videos. And you know, I think you guys, if you haven't watched Sam's videos already, you'll dig in. So
I think we're both swimming in the same pool.
I think probably we are. So I think that about covers it. So leave your questions in the comments if you want to ask us anything, and we'll do our best to answer them next time we're hanging out. I mean, it's probably going to be a few weeks, but both our birthdays are coming up in the latter half of October. So we'll no doubt be hanging out. Then,
I mean that's almost like set in stone. Though.
We'll film some shit and get it up shortly thereafter. So thank you for tuning in. This has been a very slapdash. I think we've ended up with enough footage to do a series of film discussions. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and no, we're not wearing onesies again. Don't ask. That were a warner. Later.